Greetings everybody and welcome to M&M's Super Speedway as we prepare for the Mobil Open Race number 2. Two more drivers, whoever finishes first and second, will transfer their way in to the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race. We already know that two drivers have been able to do so in the first Mobil Open Race, with Jack Richards winning that. He's going to transfer in along with Harui Tashimi, transferring in after finishing in the second position. Also, don't forget, we got two drivers that are going to transfer in via the fan vote. Those will be announced here at the end of this race. But for this race, we got Don LaPrade on the pole, alongside him Bob Fergus. And then you got the 54 of Carter Keselowski alongside of Mary Cole. Mary Cole is filling in the number 47 car for Wolfgang Mason. Mark George is filling in the number 93 for Ralph Mason, and Mark's starting off in the 6th position. Both Wolfgang and Ralph have decided they're taking the day off and they're going down to race in the Le Mans series. So they're going to be hoping that either Mary Cole or Mark George are going to be able to get their car into the top 2, and that way when they come back they'll be able to race in the All-Star race. But we'll see what's going to happen as the command to fire the engines has been given. They will roll off and they will complete 2 pace laps. While they do that, we will show you the starting lineup for the second Mobil Open race here at M&M's Super Speedway. Who's going to win this event? Who's going to finish second? We'll find out in a minute. Pace car peels off 17 laps before we find out who will get the final 2 transfer spots and then the 2 fan votes. As they come down, and the green flag will be displayed now, and we are racing here at M&M Super Speedway. Don LaPrade's going to try and keep his car out in front all day long. He's going to have some company, though, heading here into turn 1. That's Carter Keselowski in the 54. Mark George is moved by Mary Cole. That's for 3rd place. 4th place now under contest, as Jake Baskinger will take that position, move Mary Cole back to 5th. Carter Keselowski seeming pretty content to just stay behind Don LaPrade at this point. But he better know that the 93 of Mark George is right behind him there in 3rd place, as the top 4 basically are single file. Well, not for long. Here comes Mark George to the inside of Carter Keselowski. That's a battle for the 2nd position, and I've just gotten word the caution is out. They're reckoning turn 3 at the stripe. I think it was Carter Keselowski getting the 2nd position, but Don LaPrade is the leader. Let's see who was involved in that wreck there. Oh, Hiroshi Kato is in it. Danny Wells is involved. John Castle has also gotten a piece of it, along with Adam Rose, Callum Wales, possibly Aaron Williams, and Wolfgang Vettel getting involved as well. We don't know for certain on those two. But the caution is out, and the top 2 drivers are Don LaPrade and Carter Keselowski at this point. Now here's the contact that happens between Richard Johnson and Adam Rose. There's the contact. The 88 slides around. He comes back up the racetrack. Nowhere for John Castle to go. Hiroshi Kato indeed gets involved there. Danny Wells gets clipped and goes straight up into the wall. David Burton in the 42. We didn't know he was involved, but he was. There you see Callum Wales. He got a piece of it. Has some pretty extensive front end damage to his race car. And there they all are, just wrecking up there in that turn 3 area. Adam Rose, Danny Wells, Hiroshi Kato, David Burton, Callum Wales, all getting together here along with John Castle to put us under the caution flag for the first time today. So we're ready to go back to green flag racing, lap 6 of 17. John Castle and Danny Wells, they've retired from the race. David Burton, he's listed as 1 lap down. I don't know if he is. Yeah, he's out of the race as well after getting caught up in that incident. So a tough break for the 42. Everybody else has returned to the racetrack after getting their cars repaired. Adam Rose and Callum Wales both, we know they had extensive damage, but they're still on the racetrack. They'll be off the pace though, so they don't really have a chance for contending for the win. However, if wrecks continue, they could end up getting one of the two spots by missing wrecks. You know, it is possible. So they're just trying to keep their hopes alive by staying in this thing. Well, here's the way they line up for the restart. Dunlop is the leader. Carter Keselowski is second. Mark George runs in third. Jake Baskinger fourth. And Red Bell is now up inside the top five in the fifth position. Joseph Bryant is in sixth. Mary Cole has fallen back to the seventh position. Dylan Poteet is in eighth. Ninth is Anthony McCurry. And Christian James runs in 10th. Dylan Young started this race in the fifth position. He's back to 11th now. John Worry is in 12th. 13th is Bob Fergus, 14th Richard Johnson, Cole Daly is 15th, 16th place is Logan Wilson, Barney Ward is 17th, 18th is Bill Raymond, 19th is Alex Filter, and 20th is Wolfgang Vettel. Aaron Williams is back at 21st, 22nd is Callum Wales, then you got Hiroshi Kato 23rd, and Adam Rose in 24th. Those are the cars left on the racetrack. Green flag back out. Dunlop, Carter Keselowski. They're 1-2 crossing the stripe, but not for long. Here comes Keselowski to the inside, looking for the top spot. Jake Baskinger underneath Mark George. That's for third. And LaPrade now loses the lead. New leader, the Monster Energy Chevrolet of Carter Keselowski, but Baskinger's there. Whoa! Mark George! Oh! Got turned by Anthony McCurry, bounced off of, I believe that was Mary Cole, and somehow held onto it. And Red Bell looks like she just made a save there on the back straightaway. Look at Dunlop drafting with the 54, pushing him down the back straightaway there. Kind of a little bit of an alliance going on there between Carter Keselowski and Dunlop it seems, but now LaPrade has lost the... Oh, Richard Johnson, Dylan Young, they're wrecking in the back straightaway. Oh, look out. Cole Daly. Oh, Adam Rose just nailed the inside wall and flipped up into the air. There's Richard Johnson. There's Cole Daly. There's Dylan Young. Did anybody else get that? I'm wondering if Bill Raymond was involved. He may have maneuvered his way through that. Oh, Barney Ward. He was involved. Heavy duty damage to the Red Bull Toyota. And the caution is out. And that was a huge wreck on the front straightaway. Dylan Young and Richard Johnson, they were the first two I saw get sideways. Let's see what happened. Carter Keselowski, Dunlop. Again, 1 and 2, just reversed positions of where they were on the last restart. This was coming off of turn 4. I think maybe Richard Johnson's going to get a little help here from Alex Filter. Right there's the contact. Johnson's car snaps loose. Cole Daly gets turned by, I think that was Wolfgang Vettel. He goes down, pounds the inside safer barrier, I think. There you see Dylan Young. He hits the 92. Barney Ward, he had damage from hitting the 44, and then, oh, there's Cole Daly. He slides back up the racetrack and pounds the outside safer barrier again. He just pounded the inside safer barrier, then he pounds the outside safer barrier. Bill Raymond in the Advocare Chevy Impala got through that, and there you see Adam Rose down there, right side of your screen, hit the wall. I'm going to wager a guess that his contact was with the Cole Daly machine. Let's go back and find out. Let's see Cole Daly and see if how hard that impact was with the inside wall. Right there's a contact, and it was indeed Wolfgang Vettel. Oh my gosh, look at the 36 get airborne there. Slides down, hits the inside safer barrier, almost with the side of his race car. It shoots him back up the racetrack. He hits the outside wall there, and oh, there's where Adam Rose gets involved. And Rose, oh, no wonder he flipped up into the air. He hit the entrance area of the pit wall. You know, people think that it's hard to hit the inside safer barrier, outside safer barrier, but when you hit a thing like that especially, you know, I don't know what velocity he was heading in there, but something like that could rip a car in two almost, I would think. hard impact for a lot of drivers here. Dylan Young, Adam Rose there, Cole Daly, and Richard Johnson all hitting really hard into each other and into the walls. Somehow, Bill Raymond got through all that. Cars are on the back straightaway as we prepare to go back to green flag racing on lap 11 of 17, giving us a total of 7 laps to go. Drivers out after that incident, pretty much all the drivers that took those hard licks that I mentioned. Adam Rose, Dylan Young, also Richard Johnson, and Cole Daly. Barney Ward has returned to the racetrack without his hood, but he is still running. And Bill Raymond is still on the racetrack. He sustained no damage from that wreck. Tremendous job of maneuvering his way through that. So, as we prepare to go back to green flag racing, here's the way they line up. Carter Keselowski leads, Don LaPrade in second. So far, those two, they have been dominating those top 2 positions all day long. LaPrade's had a turn at the front, and now Keselowski leads. Baskinger, he is third. John Worry is fourth, and Christian Janes, he restarted 10th last time. He's now restarting in 5th, so he picked up 5 spots during that last run. Joseph Bryant is 6th, Dylan Poteet is 7th, Logan Wilson 8th, 9th is Alex Filter, and Mary Cole completes the top 10. Aaron Williams, I think he restarted 21st last time. He's now going to restart in 12th place. Will the Pepsi Next Chevrolet. Green flag is back out as we prepare to go back for what would be a 7-lap shootout if all remains clean and green. However, with it getting down to crunch time now at this point, I very much doubt that's going to be the case. And I just got the word that they just wrecked there in turn 1 as Don LaPrade has given up 2nd place to Jake Baskinger. He now has lost 3rd to John Worry, now 4th to Christian Janes. Speaking of losing, Jake Baskinger is going to make Carter Keselowski lose the lead. Here comes John Worry, look at 3 wide. Worry, look at 3 wide. He'll dive it down to the inside of Baskinger. He'll take the top spot. Here comes Christian Janes. Here comes Dylan Poteet. And here comes Alex Filter. They'll take 2nd, 3rd, and possibly 4th coming down here to the caution flag. The leader at the stripe, it's going to be John Worry with Christian Janes in the 2nd position. Actually, no caution. No caution. But there's something that happened. Oh, it was Mary Cole and Aaron Williams. Mary Cole and Aaron Williams, they got together back in turn 1, but the caution did not come out for them. We're still green flag racing as Christian Janes now battles for the inside. Mr. Consistency, trying to get back on the consistent path, as he's now in the regular 5-hour energy paint scheme. He's been racing the, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a misty blue Mountain Dew, or not 5-hour energy paint scheme that he's been racing lately, but now he's back in the original paint scheme as John Worry continues to lead. Joseph Bryant, I think, has just moved into 2nd place as he's battling for that spot now with Don LaPrade. LaPrade will actually take 2nd at the stripe. If they complete one more lap under the green flag, then at any point if the caution came out, they would race it back to the line. I know the race would be over. And Don LaPrade trying to get back to where he started, out in front. And he will do so. Still no caution. LaPrade leads. Joseph Bryant battling for 2nd with John Worry. Red Bell in a 3-wide battle for 3rd place with Baskinger and Carter Keselowski. And we haven't talked about Bob Fergus all day. He suddenly has emerged himself up here inside this first group. He's all over the back bumper of Red Bell there, trying to get moving on that inside line. Aaron Williams, Mary Cole, they will not win the All-Star race or finish 2nd. Both of them got together in turn 1 at some point. It did not bring out the caution, though, and we have a total of 4 laps to go. This race will end under the caution flag if the caution at any point comes out. So we'll be keeping our sights set for that, no doubt. And I think they just wrecked. I think they did. Caution is out. Caution is waving. This is the race back to the stripe. Don LaPrade leads, Red Bell 2nd, Joseph Bryant, Jake Baskinger, and Bob Fergus. That's the top 5. Red Bell to the inside. Here we go. It's going to be a drag race to the start-finish line. These two will finish 1 and 2, but who's going to finish in the 1st position? Who's going to finish in 2nd? Red Bell, Don LaPrade, drag race Dunlop by a splitter will lead us under the caution flag. Red Bell will transfer by finishing in the second position. And the caution's going to come out for, I believe, Mark George. I'm pretty certain it's Mark George that put us under the caution flag. Let's go back real quickly, see what happened to Aaron Williams and Mary Cole, and then we'll see what happened to Mark George in the 93. Now, they just had received the green flag to go under what would be our final restart, and Aaron Williams, he just flat out turns Mary Cole right there. I don't really know what Aaron was thinking. But he not only took Mary Cole out of contention for the win, but he just took himself out of the contention for the win, too. But Aaron Williams and Mary Cole, they ended up wrecking together there in the Turn 1 area. That left Aaron Williams with a damaged race car, and Mary Cole would retire from the race. See, now it happened to put us under the caution flag for the final time today. Well, it was pretty much go time for everybody. They knew they were going to have a few handful of laps left to be able to make their moves. And right here, Bill Raymond tried to go, I think that was 4 wide. He just gets into that left rear quarter panel of Mark George, spins him around. Everybody's able to make their way by except for Raymond. Raymond gets even more damage after hitting the 93 one more time. And don't know if maybe there's some rivalry going on there between the 83 and the 93, but Mark George gets his car righted, continues on, but we still went under the caution flag, and that handed the win over to Dunlop and the final transfer spot of finishing second to Red Bell. Let's go back for the checkers. So Dunlop started on the pole, he worked his way back up to the front after falling back as far as 10th, and he's now going to win this race and transfer into the All-Star race. Red Bell in the 79 going to get second place as she transfers in as well. So close for those drivers running third through fifth there. Joseph Bryant, Jake Baskinger, Bob Fergus, they were close to making their moves, but that caution came out at an opportune time for these two drivers, and they drag raced it down to the line and will transfer in positions 1 and 2. So we know now that Jack Richards, along with Haruhi Tashimi, Dunlop and Red Bell, have transferred their way into the All-Star race. But who's going to get the fan votes? Well, we're going to be showing you the finishing order for this race, and then the fan vote awards will be announced at the end of this event. So be sure and check that out. Congratulations to Dunlop and Red Bell on transferring their way into the All-Star race. Thanks for watching. This has been a production of the NNSCRA Sports Channel, offline racing at its best.